What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is your Umbrella Spear community leader, the Umbrella Robster 97 here, and I'm back here with another game stream. You have read that title. So, in today's game stream, I'm gonna go ahead and do another gameplay walkthrough of Batman Arkham Knight. You heard it right here, folks. So, all I can really say as of right now is hopefully this is going to be an interesting game stream. So let me go ahead and get the party started. So I'm going to go ahead and just to make sure if there's going to be some people in the live chat. But if certain people are actually busy as of right now, I honestly can't do anything about that, unfortunately. So that's one thing that I do want to say. But all I can really say as of right now is I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can do my very best to make sure if I can provide these game streams for you people to be enjoying and stuff like that. So that's one thing that I do want to point out, but I'm gonna go ahead and just to make sure if there will be some people in the live chat. Yep. But all I can really say as of right now is I'm going to go ahead and just wait very patiently just to make sure. And if some members, happen to be in the live chat, then that's entirely up to them, of course. Because I know for a fact that, the community that I'm actually in right now, they pretty much like to enjoy any stream that I do. But then again, now that I think about it, I do believe I get more viewership when it comes to streamer streams a lot more than gaming streams, you could say. But who knows if there's gonna be some people in the live chat. Wait, hold on just a second. Hopefully that some people can actually hear me as of right now, and if I do happen to get, I guess you could say to an extent cut off, I can't really say anything about that. But I'm really hoping that some people can actually hear me, because this is one thing that I have been noticing. In my own personal opinion, I think, how do I say this? Gaming streams take a lot more internet than streamer streams, in my opinion, but who knows. But one thing that I want to be saying as of right now is I'm not a internet expert, like I really am not. But at the same time, I at least try to understand. But yeah, that's one thing that I do want to point out. But I'm just gonna wait very patiently just to make sure if there will be some people in the live chat. But if not, then I don't even know. But anyways, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get started right here, right now. Selecting the first one. Okay, I will select AR challenges. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just wait for some people to actually show up in the live chat. That is if they actually want to. But at the same time, this is one thing that I do want to point out really quick. Well, for starters, I'm not really seeing, not a lot of viewership as of right now, but I'm just really hoping that there will be some people in the live chat. But at the same time, if I'm not seeing a lot of viewership when it comes to my, game streams, yeah, that's one thing I want to say, my gaming streams, then I guess I'll just have to stick with streamer streams when it comes to this channel, my main channel. But at the same time, I want to do everything I can to make sure I can do both. But then again, I guess you could say that I do have another channel that will be focusing on gaming, but I might consider doing that, doing these gaming streams. Yes, gaming streams on this other channel. But then again, one thing I do notice is I do have like more subscribers / supporters in this channel, my main channel. But who knows, I mean, it's my decision on what type of game streams that I want to do. It could be on this channel, my main channel, or my other channel, which, by the way, I do have a gaming channel or game channel, whatever you want to call it, like game channel, gaming channel, it doesn't really matter at this point. But one thing that I want to be saying, though, that's for certain, though, is I might just consider picking some different options. But at the same time, all I can really say as of right now is I want to actually do these types of, streams, game streams, yes, gaming streams. But at the same time, I want to make sure if there's gonna be some people in the live chat though, because you know, it's not really fun if there's not gonna be a lot of people, you know, in my live chat. But you know, I'm starting to see at least some more viewership. But at the same time, I just want, you know, my game streams to be, you know, a lot better than they were. So that's one thing that I do want to point out. But I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can select the challenge in just a second really quick. Yep. But one thing that I want to be saying though, that's for certain though, is I'm just, you know, gonna go ahead and see what's it gonna take for, you know, for me to continue with these, you know, game streams, because I know for a fact that some people do actually enjoy my gaming streams, and that's one thing that I will give props in a way. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can, you know, a challenge. I okay with some people. I mean, I know that some people are actually watching, but at the same time, I'm not really seeing, you know, some comments in the live chat. But one thing that I want to be saying though, that's for certain though, is I'm gonna go ahead and just, you know, do this game stream for a little bit, you know. But if I'm not seeing a lot of people, then I'm gonna have to just end it, you know, a bit early, sadly. And that's one thing that I don't want to be doing, because, you know, from what I've noticed, you know, I do gaming streams, but at the same time, I don't really see a lot of people in the live chat. And, you know, normally I don't like to get rid of, you know, my type of streams, because I know for a fact that certain people actually do like to enjoy it. And that's one thing that I gotta give, you know, props to my subscribers / supporter, and especially in this community that I'm actually in as of right now. So that's one thing that I do want to point out. But I'm gonna go ahead and just see if there's gonna be at least some people to be in the live chat, because, you know, I do what I can just to make sure if I can provide these types of streams, you know, these, you know, game streams. Yep. So that's one thing I do want to point out. But one thing that I do want to be saying though is, as far as certain members in the community that I'm actually in right now, I mean, I can't really say anything like at all, but that's entirely up to them if they actually do want to be saying their piece or not, but who knows. So yeah, that's one thing that I do want to say. But hopefully that's something people can actually hear me loud and clear, and I'm really hoping that I'm not going to get cut off, because, you know, that's one thing that I don't like whatsoever. So hopefully there will be some people that will be enjoying this gaming stream. But anyways, let me go ahead and see who's in the live chat right here, right now. We've got my boy Spirited21 is in the house. Speeder dude. Anyways, it's great to see you, Spirited21. So all I can really say as of right now is I'm just surprised, you know, that you're actually here in my live chat. I mean, whoever thought that the other leader of Umbrella Spirit community would actually be here? But all I can really say as of right now, Spirit Dude, is since you're actually the only one in my live chat, hopefully that you're going to be enjoying this, you know, game stream. So that's one thing that I want to be saying right now. I mean, I'm not quite sure if you're into like gaming streams, but I'm just really hoping that you'll be into this one, but who knows. But all I can really say as of right now is you're more than welcome to actually check out more of this stream if you actually want to, Spirit Dude, because, you know, all I can really say right now is up to you. But anyways, without any further ado, let's go ahead and start right here, right now. Okay, so here is where the setting is going to be at the Falcone shipping building. So that's one thing that I do want to point out. So all I can really say as of right now, Spirit Dude, is I'm going to have to mute my microphone. So I will be checking out your comments after. But anyways, I'm going to mute myself right here, right now.
Simulation activated.
Alright, I'm back. So, all I can really say as of right now is that was actually a pretty interesting challenge, if I do say so myself. So, yeah. By the way, Spirit Dude, I will get to your comment in just a second, but at the same time, I just wanted to just, enjoy that challenge, if anything. So, but it's very exciting to see that you were in my live chat because, I just knew that I couldn't, done it without the other leader, of Umbrella Spear community. So that's one thing that I want to give props to you, Spear Dude. So yeah, but who knows? All I can really say as of right now, Spear Dude, is it's up to you if you actually want to do these types of streams in the future. But then again, I know you're into videos rather than streams. But or who knows? Maybe I might learn how to make videos. But as of right now, I can't do that right now. But anyway, let me see what you're saying right now, Spear Dude. Yeah, gaming streams are cool. 100%. Exactly, Spirit Dude. Exactly, man. All I can really say as of right now is I just never thought that you would be enjoying, gaming streams. I mean, I know sometimes you like to be in my live chats when it comes to, streamer streams, but at the same time, just try to make sure if you can actually, check out more of my gaming streams, if that makes any sense to you, Spirit Dude. So that's one thing that I do want to point out to you, but hopefully that you are actually enjoying this, challenge that I was actually doing. So that's one thing that I do want to be saying. Alrighty then, so I'm going to go ahead and get to some other comments in just a second really quick in the live chat, so just give me 1 second. So, okay, so just let me see. Okay, so now I'm actually seeing a comment. Let me go ahead and see who is in the live chat right here, right now. Hey Trace, what's up, man? Haven't heard from you in a while. But anyways, it's good to see you right now, Trace. So all I can really say as of right now is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself, and hopefully that you will be enjoying this, gaming stream that I'm actually doing as of right now. So yeah. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and select this next challenge. This one. Fear multi-takedown, or whatever you want to call it. So that's one thing that I do want to point out, if anything. So yeah. So I will be selecting this challenge in a bit or so. So that's one thing that I do want to be saying. So yeah. Okay, so now I'm actually seeing a new person in the live chat, which I will get to in just a bit. Yep. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see who's in the live chat right here, right now. We got the homie Black Sheep of the World 98. What's up, man? Anyways, it's great to see you right now, Black Sheep, and all I can really say as of right now is this is actually your very first appearance that you're actually in my live chat. Well, you have made an appearance in my live chat on Streamer Stream, but what I meant to say as of right now is this is actually your first appearance, on my game streams. Yes, my gaming streams. But I'm not quite sure if, gaming is your type of thing, Black Sheep, but if it's not, then I can definitely respect your opinion. So, yeah. But at the same time, I think I should think about just, doing some more game streams every now and then, but it's my decision. But I know for a fact that, other people that that have actually been supporting me happen to join my gaming streams. I mean, not that streamer stream. Yeah, streamer stream. Let me see what Trace is saying right now. I've been busy a lot, and I just had dinner earlier. Oh, okay then. All I can really say as of right now, Trace, is I can fully understand if you're actually been busy and, if you just had, some dinner earlier. Yep. But all I can really say as of right now is I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can try to do some, some more game streams every now and then. Yep, I'm gonna go and see if I can try to be doing that gaming stream. But if I am unable to, then, I do have like a gaming channel, so hopefully I'll be able to, promote my game channel or whatever. So that's one thing that I do want to say. And now that I think about it, hopefully that some people are actually enjoying their summer, but I will get to that, a bit later. But yeah. But anyways, without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and select this challenge right here, right now. Look at that, people. It's like Batman is like literally kicking that militia troop in the nuts. It's like someone should be making a meme out of that, like straight up. But anyways, I'm gonna go and mute my microphone right here, right now.
Simulation activated. Simulation activated. Simulation activated. Simulation activated. Simulation complete.
Okay, I'm back. So, all I can really say as of right now is hopefully to the people in the live chat have been enjoying this, you know, game stream so far. So, that's one thing that I do want to point out. But I'm just surprised now, at least I'm actually seeing some more people in the live chat. But now that I think about it, I'm going to go ahead and just continue with this gaming stream, you know, believe it or not, because, you know, I'll go ahead and see if I can at least try to do these types of, you know, streams every now and then. But who knows? I might just consider just doing them, you know, possibility every Sunday, but who knows. But I think as of right now, I think most likely I'm going to focus is streamer streams, because in my own personal opinion, I get way more viewership over there than these types of streams. That's just my own personal opinion. So that's one thing that I do want to point out, but who knows. But anyways, I'm going to return to the menu right here, right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just talk with some of you people for a bit in the live chat before I actually get into, you know, this next upcoming challenge. So that's one thing that I do want to point out. And I'm just gonna go ahead and just wait and see if some of the members, especially in particular Umbrella Spirit community, that's up to them if they actually want to, you know, check out, you know, this stream that I'm actually doing. Yep. But all I can really say as of right now is if they're actually busy, I can't really say anything about that. But at the same time, whenever, you know, the members of Umbrella Spirit community are in the live chat, then, you know, the conversations start become more interested, if anything. So that's one thing that makes streams interesting, you know, if the community is in the live chat. But anyways, let me go in and see who's in the live chat right here, right now. Hey, Jay. What's up, man? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, J-Dog. So all I can really say as of right now is hopefully that you are doing well for yourself. So yeah. So this is one thing that I want to say in regards to you, J-Dog, is I do believe that you possibility might have like a PlayStation, and I think it's like 5 or something. But at the same time, it would be, you know, cool to see if you can actually start, you know, game streams, you know, gaming streams if you actually want to. But that's entirely up to you, J-Dog, of what you actually want to do. Yep. And from my perspective, I don't think you need like, you know, PS Plus or anything like that. But that's just my opinion. So I think as of right now, I don't think you actually need that. Yep. But one thing that I want to give credit is for Sony is you can actually, you know, play online for free and stuff like that. Well, when it comes to like, you know, doing your streams and stuff like that, that part is definitely free. So I don't know, but that's entirely up to you, J-Dog, of what you actually want to be doing. But I'm just giving you a suggestion of what you actually want to be doing with your channel and stuff like that. So who knows? I mean, it could happen, it could not happen. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and select this challenge. Here it is. This next one, throw counter. So I'm gonna go ahead and just talk with some of you people for a little bit in live chat, and then after that, I'm just gonna go ahead and just, you know, get started with this throw counter challenge. Yep. But one thing that I want to give credit is to my live chat is, thankfully, you know, my live chat is definitely under control just to make sure if there's no funny business in the live chat. So thankfully I was able to take care of that, no problem. Yep. So I'm going to go ahead and just wait patiently just to make sure there's going to be some more comments in the live chat. But I just really appreciate that, you know, I'm actually seeing some more people in the live chat. So that's one thing that I do want to point out. Yep. I mean, at the same time, there are times where I just want to just take a break from streamer streams and just game streams in a way, because, you know, let's be honest, when I do like too much streamer streams in a way, it can be a bit boring. So for me to relax, I just want to just do, you know, gaming streams. Yep. Like for real. But all I can really say as of right now is, you know, who knows if members of the Umbrella Spirit community will happen to be in the live chat. But, you know, I can't really say anything when it comes to the community that I'm actually in right now. But I'm going to go ahead and just wait, you know, very patiently, of course. But when it comes to, you know, how do I say it? The other community, I sometimes forget the name of it. I'm not quite sure how they're doing, but I do believe that Spirit 21 is the other leader, of course. But, you know, I sometimes forget the name, but yeah. All I can really say as of right now is I don't think there's not really anything going on with that community, but yeah. But what I'm actually doing is I want to make sure that Umbrella Spirit community is actually, you know, to this very day, that's going to go like, you know, very strong and stuff like that. And that's one thing that I do want to make sure that it can happen. So yeah, that's one thing that I want to say. But anyways, I think it's time for me to actually do this challenge in just a bit. But if not, if this is one thing that I want to be saying as of right now is, if there's going to be some comments, I will check it out right after this challenge, if anything. Okay, so anyways, without any further ado, I'm going to go and select this challenge right here, right now. Like, seriously, you know, it's like whenever I see something like that, you know, like Batman is like, you know, kicking people, especially like in the nuts or whatever, but I just find that to be funny, and I gotta be honest, someone should be definitely making a meme out of that shit. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and mute my microphone right here, right now.
Simulation activated.
Any last prayers, Batman? You better make them. You're going down, Batman.
Simulation complete.
Hey, Rage Master. What's up, man? Anyways, all I can really say as of right now is it's good to see you right now, Rage Master. So all I can really say as of right now is you're just in time for my game stream. So that's one thing that I want to be saying as of right now. So hopefully that you will be enjoying this gaming stream. And, you know, one thing that actually surprised me is, you know, this stream is special in my own personal opinion, because I just never thought that the homie Black Sheep of the World 98 would actually make an appearance in my live chat. So that's one thing that I got to give credit to him. You know, but one thing that I want to be saying as of right now is if game streams are not really his thing, then I can respect his opinion, because, you know, just because. So if he's not used to gaming streams, then, you know, I respect his opinion. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and return to the menu right here, right now. Anyway, anyways, let me go and see who's in live chat. We've got Anthony Studios. How's it going? Anyways, it's good to see you right now, Anthony Studios. So, by the way, all I can really say as of right now, Anthony Studios, is as of right now, I can actually see your comment. Like, I actually can. But then again, you know, I can actually see, well, yes, I can actually do my, you know, gameplay walkthrough, but at the same time, I can actually see your comment, like, in the sidelines, so that's one thing that I want to say. So, as of right now, Anthony Studios, is you're more than welcome to say, well, you know, anything that you want to say as of right now, because as of right now, I can actually see your actual comment. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and see what Rage Master is gonna be saying right now. Oh yeah, video game stream are awesome. I can actually agree where you're actually coming from, Rage Master, but I think you meant to say video games with an S though. So yeah. But all I can really say as of right now, Rage Master, is you're more than welcome to just say your piece on this. Yep. But I'm just wondering if, you know, I'm talking about, like, you know, the actual members of Umbrella Spirit community will have, you know, will be in the live chat. Who knows? I mean, but all I can really say as of right now is thankfully I've got, like, members who, you know, I'm not quite sure if some of you are actually in Umbrella Spirit community, but, you know, at least you're, like, in other communities. I will be saying that. Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and just wait for some comments really quick just to make sure. So I will be selecting the next challenge in just a bit. So yeah. Wait, hold on just a second really quick. I think I might have to go check on something really quick. Okay, so I will be selecting this next challenge, Fear Multi Takedown, but I'm gonna have to go check on something really quick, so yeah. Anyways, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can make this short and brief. So I do apologize if if I was muted, I had to go take care of some things. So yeah, but anyways, without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and mute my microphone right here, right now.
Simulation activated. Simulation activated. Simulation activated. Simulation activated. Simulation complete.
And there you go. I'm finally back. So all I can really say is of right now is so far this stream has been like going like pretty well, if I do say so myself. So yeah, but anyways, I'm already back, so I'm just gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some more comments in the live chat, because you people are just awesome to actually interact. So yeah. So that also reminds me really quick, I know that some some people in the live chat, I'm not quite sure if they're actually members of Umbrella Spirit community, but yeah. But if some of the people in live chat actually want to be members of Umbrella Spirit community, then that's entirely up to you. So that's one thing that I do want to point out. Yep. So I'm just gonna go ahead and just do this, stream for a bit, and then most likely I will be ending it in just a bit, but not right now though. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and return to the menu right here, right now. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just interact with some of you people in the live chat for a little bit, and I will be selecting a challenge. Yep. I'm not quite sure what challenge I should be doing, but hopefully that I will be, picking at least something. But who knows? But one thing that I want to say in regards to this game that I'm actually playing as of right now, Batman Arkham Knight is a pretty good game to actually, be checking out and stuff like that. So, yeah. But one thing that I want to be saying as of right now is, I believe I've spoken with some other people about this, is there's nothing wrong with doing, like, game streams, gaming streams, but, there are some that are, can be considered bad, but there are some that they can definitely be considered as good in a way. But it just depends on, who you're watching in a way. But from what I've been hearing, I think you can actually, play your video game, while you're using StreamYard. And if that seems to be the case, I might consider just doing that, But I may have to have the right necessary tools for me to actually do that. Because here's the thing, if I actually do a streamer stream while I actually play Batman Arkham Knight, for example, then, you people can actually join while I actually play my game. I think that streamer can actually do that, but I may have to get, like, the right necessary tools for me to actually set that up in a way. Yep. But who knows, it could happen, but I may have to get some, necessary, tools or something. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just talk with the people just for a bit, and then I will be selecting the next challenge in just a bit, because so far I'm actually, having a good time as of right now. So yeah. But now that I think about it, I'm gonna go ahead and select the next challenge in just a bit, really quick. So, I'm gonna go ahead and just see. I mean, I'm still kind of debating what type of challenge I should be doing, but who knows. But keep this in mind, when it comes to like other challenges, you know, there are long, but I'm not gonna do it for today. So, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can get this one ready. Okay, this is the one. Weapon Energy Diagnostics. So for this one, it's gonna be like a pretty interesting one. And you will see in just a second. Yep. But one thing that I want to, give props is, I'm just really, I'm just glad that, at least some people were in the live chat. So at one point I was, I was going to consider, not doing this type of stream, but now that I think about it, I will do it for a bit, and most likely I will be, keeping it, if anything. Yep. But I'm gonna go and see if I can have some, how do I say this? Oh, that's right, more Topic Friday, because, I want to make sure if I can, do a bit of both. These types of streams, gaming streams, and especially streamer streams. Yep. But one thing that I want to be saying, though, that's for certain, though, is as much as, I only do streams, there could be a possibility that I could just, do videos. And I could even say the same thing when it comes to Spirit 21, It's up to him if he wants to do streams, but I know for a fact, one thing that is for certain, though, is he only knows how to make videos, though. And, I do have to respect his opinion if he's only going to be doing his videos and not streams, so, I could definitely respect his opinion for that one. Yep. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and see if there's going to be... Wait, hold on. I think I might have to go check something yet again. So, just give me 1 second really quick. Alright then, so I want to make sure if everything is ready really quick. Alrighty then. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and select this challenge really quick, and I have to go check out something like really fast, and yeah. Okay, so all I can really say as of right now is I will be selecting this challenge in just a bit, so I'm gonna go check out something, and most likely I'm gonna have to mute my microphone. So yeah, but anyways, without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and select the challenge, and I will be muting my microphone right here, right now.
Simulation activated. Weapon energy system diagnostic test online. Stage 1. Destroy targets to charge up weapon energy and activate missile barrage. Missile barrage level 1 ready. Diagnostic stage complete. Stage 2. Charge the missile barrage to level 2 to destroy up to 4 targets at once. Missile barrage level 2 ready. Diagnostic stage complete. Stage 3. Taking damage depletes weapon energy. Charge up missile barrage to level 2 and destroy 4 active targets to complete diagnostic test. Missile barrage level 2 ready. Diagnostic test complete. Simulation complete.
Okay, I'm back. So I'm gonna go ahead and return to the menu in just a bit. So hopefully that some of you people are just enjoying this, challenge as of right now. So yeah. But all I can really say as of right now is I will be returning to the menu in a bit. But one thing that I want to be saying though as of right now is I think most likely I'm going to be debating this to make sure if I can do, these types of streams, possibility almost every Sunday, but who knows. I mean, I could do it, but I want to make sure that some people will be in the live chat. But, but if there's not going to be a lot of people, then I can't really do anything about that, unfortunately. But I want to make sure if there will be some people in the live chat, so that way I can actually keep going. So that's one thing that I do want to point out. So yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and return to the menu right here right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and select one more challenge, and then most likely I'm just gonna go ahead and just end this already. So I'm not quite sure what challenge I should be doing. I could do that one, the one that I'm actually I will get to that challenge in just a bit, but I'll go ahead and see if I can actually complete it like pretty fast or so. Or who knows, maybe I might consider doing fear multi-takedown again, but now that I think about it, nah, I don't think I want to do that. I've already like completed that twice already. So keep this in mind, I'm only doing this just for fun. Or I could select that one on top. What's it called? Oh, I don't even know. I mean, I'll have to just double check on that one, but who knows? I'm not quite sure what challenge I should be doing because, all these challenges, like the ones that I was doing, they seem a bit easy. Like, I'm being for real on this. But that's just my opinion, but who knows if I will select it or not. So, that's one thing that I do want to point out, but who knows if I will be selecting it. Yep. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wait and see if there's gonna be some more comments, but if there's not really gonna be a lot of people in the live chat, then who knows. But at least I was able to at least get some people in the live chat, and that's one thing that I do want to give props to you people. Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can debate this to make sure what challenge I should be doing, because most likely I've already completed the majority of these challenges. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with challenges being like, too easy, but at the same time, you do not want to make them like too hard either, because it can be, frustrating, or yeah. That's one point that I do want to be making. So, who knows what challenge I should be doing. I don't think I'll be selecting, either of those. Or there is a slight possibility that I could do, throw counter again. I don't even know. You know what? Now that I think about it, I'll select this challenge one more time, I guess. Yep, this one. Fear multi-takedown. I guess I'll select this challenge one more time, and then after this, I'm just gonna go ahead and just end this. I mean, if I'm gonna be for real on this, people, it's like, it's just so funny. Like, that picture that you're actually seeing right now is, I'm not quite sure if you people can actually get a closer look, but it's just so funny that, Batman is literally kicking that militia troop in the nuts. Oh boy. If I'm gonna be real on this, someone should be making a meme out of that. Oh boy. But, this is what Batman does. He likes to fight crime and stuff like that. And that's, that's one thing that Batman likes to be doing. Yep. But now that I think about it, all I can really say as of right now is, I mean, there's other superheroes besides Batman in a way, but I think in my own personal opinion, I think Batman is slightly better than, how do I say this? Oh, yes, Spider-Man in a way. Because I've actually checked out some articles, and some people would say that Batman is slightly better than Spider-Man in a way. But for me personally, I do enjoy the Batman Arkham series in a way. I mean, this is Batman Arkham Knight, but I'm not quite sure if I can play Batman Arkham Asylum or even Batman Arkham Knight on PS4. I think there is, but I think it's called Batman Return to Arkham. I don't even know, but I'll have to look into that. But there is like another Batman, but okay, this is what it's called, Batman Arkham Origins, but it's considered to, you know, for some strange reason, it's not considered to be canon, which, why? I mean, I get that some people don't really like Batman Arkham Origins, but in my own personal opinion, it was a pretty good game. Actually, scratch it, a great game. And I've actually played it for the very first time on PS3. But I just don't understand why, you know, if I gotta be honest, that game is like really underrated, like for real, straight up. Like that game, Batman Arkham Origins, is really underrated. Yep, but anyways, without any further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and select Fear Multi-Takedown right here, right now. Look at this, people. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Someone should make a meme out of this where Batman is literally kicking that militia troop in the nuts. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and mute my microphone right here, right now.
Simulation activated. Simulation activated. Simulation activated. Simulation activated. Simulation complete.
Hey Gus, what's up, man? Okay, so all I can really say as of right now is it's good to see you right now, Gus. So this is one thing that I want to be saying as of right now is I do apologize if I haven't got a chance to actually check out your comment. I was actually doing something just for a quick minute, but I'm gonna go ahead and just talk, you know, for a bit because I'm gonna go ahead and just end this stream in a bit. So yeah, but one thing that I want to be saying as of right now, Gus, is hopefully yourself, and you're more than welcome to check out more, you know, of my streams, if anything. I do believe that you did say that you enjoy, you know, gaming streams slightly more than streamer streams. Well, one thing that I want to say in regards to that, Gus, is I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can at least try to do that. So yeah, but then again, I might consider doing these types of streams into another channel, you know, my gaming channel. So if you're actually wondering, Gus, yes, I actually do have a game channel. Yep. But one thing that I want to be saying though, that's for certain though, is unfortunately I'm gonna have to just end this stream in just a bit, because I don't feel like, you know, I don't have to like go over, you know, a bit longer. Yeah, unfortunately I don't want to make this stream like too long, if anything. But one thing that I want to be saying though, as of right now, is I do appreciate that, you know, some of the people were actually here to actually watch this type of, you know, gaming stream that I was doing. But unfortunately, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to just, you know, end this, you know, sadly though. So that's one thing that I want to be saying though. Okay, let me see what you're saying right now, Gus. What is your game channel? Okay, so to answer your question really quick, Gus, is I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can actually talk about that behind the scenes, and I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can actually provide you my, you know, game channel. Yeah, my gaming channel, so that way you can go in and check it out. But keep this in mind, Gus, I haven't done any, you know, content from there, but you're more than welcome to let me know, you know, whenever you can. So one thing that I want to be saying though, as of right now, is I will be ending this gaming stream in a bit, but yeah. And I think one thing I'm actually noticing is I'm actually seeing slightly more viewership, but at the same time, I do appreciate the viewership, but unfortunately, I'm going to have to end this. You know, I actually do want to have a chance to actually watch this, you know, stream. They're more than welcome to actually, you know, rewatch it, if anything, you know. You know, it's like a replay. Yep. So I have to just double check on my live chat really quick just to make sure if there's gonna be some final comments before I actually end this in just a bit. So that's one thing that I do want to point out, but I do really appreciate that you people were just in my live chat, you know, just checking out this, you know, gaming stream that I was doing. So most likely I'll be able to do game streams more, but who knows. So yeah, that's one thing that I do want to point out. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if there's gonna be some final comments in the live chat. So that's one thing that I do want to say. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and see what Gus is saying right here, right now. I'm at my camp. Oh, okay then. All I can really say as of right now, Gus, is if you're actually at camp, then, you know, I don't think I can do it right after this stream, but, you know, it's like whenever you get the chance, I'll be able to provide it to you, you know, behind the scenes, but, you know, that is if you're ready for it. So, that's one thing that I do want to point out to you, so all I can really say as of right now is, you know, hopefully that you did enjoy this stream that I was actually doing, so, yep. So all I can really say as of right now is I actually did had a good time. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and end this game stream because I've already said what I had to say. But anyway, thank you for watching this dope game stream that I was currently doing now. So give this game stream a thumbs up and I'll see you in the next upcoming game stream. Bye everyone.